SolarLune here. How's everyone doing out there? I don't have any water. All right, well, it's unfortunate I don't have water. I need water. Is it dry in here for anyone else? I'm feeling. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. I don't have any water. That's okay. I forgot. Anyway, hi, I'm SolarLune. I'm an independent game developer. I'm the creator of Master Plan. I'm the creator of Tetra 3D. I do a lot of stuff. Hi. So yeah, welcome to the stream. It's been a while since the last stream. I've been kind of busy with some other things going on, but you know, it's no big deal. We can work on stuff now. We can work on more content now. So last time we left off, I was working on this this adventure game. The pause. I was working on this adventure game, which is basically kind of like kind of just like a little vibey game. It's going to be a little vibey game where you walk around and talk to people and solve simple puzzles. Yeah, we've been working on this for a little bit, so I'll show what I have here in a couple seconds. Let's get some music up and running. This is a new song that I not put out, but that I made and put on the stream for today. So yeah, we'll listen to that in the background. Let me just make sure it's not too loud. Nope. Okay. All right, let me just do something real quick. There we go. All right, now let's get started. Okay, so last time we left off, yeah, this is where we left off basically. This is a game that I'm making. It is a PS1-like game made in my own 3D renderer, which is Tetra 3D. It's written in Go. It is not a traditional 3D renderer. It doesn't use OpenGL like it should, or DirectX like it should. It basically draws triangles using Abbytengine. So if you're unfamiliar with Abbytengine, that's a really good game development framework, primarily for 2D games, but I decided to use it for 3D games. So this is a 3D engine essentially that I made myself, and this is the game that we're making in it. Well, that I'm making in it. And so I have a nice little fade out, fade in. Nice transition here. Very cool. Yeah, so you can walk around. There's an outside, there's an inside. The general idea is that basically you're at a... Didn't expect the pitch. Pitch looks real great since last time. Thanks. I'm glad there's a whole player now. Yeah, it's... Well, yeah, it's... I've... Over the past couple of days, I've been... Or not couple of days, but couple of weeks. Last few streams, I've been basically kind of changing how the game plays. Previously, it was a first-person game, and that was okay, and it was kind of like a liminal space game, but now I decided to make it something more interesting because, you know, you have a character you can walk around as and interact with people as, so it's just, it feels a little better, I think. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Feels pretty good. I changed the method of interaction. It used to be a sphere, which was kind of problematic because it was like, if you could basically like interact with things that are kind of off to the side, or if it was so small, you couldn't interact with things that were shorter than you. It was just kind of a weird, it didn't feel right. So now, I moved from that to raycasting, which had its own set of problems. It worked fine, but it was just it didn't quite work perfectly. So now I have basically a cylinder that's in front of the player, which feels pretty good. It feels like it's easy to interact with things that you want to interact with, while also not being like too overly zealous like this, where, you know, you're not interacting with the bench. As you walk by it, you have to turn toward it. So that's good. This is good. This is solid. Yeah, feels good. So what we're gonna do today, I'm kind of wondering here if it would be cool to add an enum system to this, where basically you can, and for this, I'm talking about the add-on for Tetra 3D, which is something that works with Blender. It'd be cool, I think, if you could, for example, go to, I don't even know where it is. Is it here? Oh, I disabled it. I disabled Tetra 3D, I think. Hold on. There we go. It would be cool if you could go to the scene and add a property for like music. Yeah, go to the scene and add a property for music, and then basically select from a series of, you know, a series of enums for the music. That would be cool. So there's a couple ways to think about this. One idea is essentially you create a file in your project directory. So let's, assuming that this is, you know, our game asset folder, and this is basically where our game lives in the source directory, or in the asset directory, in this case, GFX, the graphics folder. Game.blend is our blend file. If you have multiple blend files, I think it would be cool. Like there's two ways to do this. One idea is basically each blend has its own enum set, and you can just basically like create an enum set and then create an object with the property and point the enum to the enum set, and there you go. The upside of this is essentially not having to worry about spelling that much, having some kind of class system built in. So you can have, for example, enums for, or a set of enums for music, a set of enums for maybe character classes or damage types or whatever. You know, just as something similar to LDTK, I think it does something similar. And so each blend could have its own enum set, or I can make it so that basically it scans your project directory for a file, a text file that contains enums, and then it reads from that. So every blend file can basically know what enums are available to your project, which is fine. I think that's a cool idea. I'm just wondering how well that might work. Trying to see if that's even conceivable. I actually might need some water. Let me I'm like coughing a little bit. Give me a couple seconds. Give me a couple seconds. I'm it's a little tickly here. Okay, I'm back. There we go. So yeah, I was thinking about this a little bit, and the thing about a global enum system is that like, where do we stop looking up from the blend file directory? Like if we look in the blend file directory here, you know, let's say the enums could be stored here, right? But let's say maybe they're stored here or maybe they're stored here. That's all fine, but where do we stop? We could basically say if you find a Go mod file, that's the source, the base of the project. But I don't really want to rely on this to determine the base of the project, like the root. But maybe I should, because then I could be like, let me just create a new, well, you know, I could just create a new text document like this and just be like, these are the enums. For music, you've got like, you know, whatever dot wave, etc., etc. The upside of this, like the downside is that it's kind of complicated. The upside is that you could program this. You can make a program that basically whenever you you know, like you could add this to your workflow so that basically whenever you compile your game, it creates an enum folder, enum file populated with basically the names of the music tracks in your assets directory. So assets, you know, BGM, for example, we have a BGM folder. And if all of your music is in here, you could make a script or a program that basically, or a Go function or whatever, that basically exports these names, scans this folder, gets the names, puts it into the enum, and then dips. And so there you go. Now you have those options available to you. So I kind of like that idea because it gives you the ability to do that. So that seems like a good idea. So that's what we'll do. Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to close this. We're going to go to Tetra 3D. Do we have any? Well, hold on. Let me see if this is even a good idea here, because there's no go.mod. No. Yeah, that's fine. I guess that's fine. Let's commit some of these changes actually before I forget. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's go to Touch 3D Pi. So yeah, the idea is basically we're gonna search for, oh, Wisdoms says hello, hello, good day, hello, welcome to the stream. So the idea of what I'm doing here is essentially we're gonna take, I'm all over the place, hold on, there we go. Let me close Discord before I forget. Okay. So the whole idea I have here is essentially we will we want to do it like that. I guess that's fine. The idea here is that basically we find the root directory, and then we'll or no, that's impossible, right? Yeah. We can basically walk up the directory tree until we find go.mod or a enums file, and then use that for the enums in Tetra 3D's add-on. So that every blend file can have access to the same enums. That makes sense, yeah. I think so. Search until you find Godot. What's good? waiting, searching for Godot, finding Godot. I was just thinking about this. Maybe I should use a format of some description, like YAML or something. Is YAML support built in to Python? I don't think so, right? XML, JSON. JSON might work fine. I think JSON might be built in. PyYAML. Yeah, I don't want to use something that has an external dependency. Pip YAML, import YAML. That's unnecessary. What about Python? I mean, I could probably do it just like a simple, let me see. Because I'm thinking something like the enum is like music, and then you have like, you know, great song .mp3. Something cool .wave. So then what happens when you do this? Then wherever something cool is used, test.og is used. That's not good. Yeah. So this system won't work because there's no sense of reordering. Although I guess it doesn't need to, no, because yeah, this won't work. I was thinking like, okay, maybe this would work because like, you know, this is, let's say this is used on object 1, right? Object 1 is using this one, object 2 is using this one, object 3 is using this one. If you switch these positions, now 2 is using this one and 3 is using this one. That's no good. And you could be like, well, you know, just scan the enum names for the names and then just put them, you know, in each object. It doesn't matter what the order is in the file. You're just using this to basically build out a dictionary or a set of file names or enum names, and then you can just put them store them in the blend file, and it doesn't matter the order so much. You're just looking for the fact that they're present. But what if you now rename a song? You would want the 2 to still have test2.og. Instead, object 2 would no longer have an enum because test doesn't exist, right? Yeah, so this is not going to work. This isn't going to work. Which is good, because I was going to probably end up adding a lot of extra stuff that I don't really need to add. Yeah, enums are definitely useful. So let's see if we can do it. We'll just do it like this. Enum. Okay. As for how to actually add enums, pretty sure we just gotta do something like this. Okay, so let me think here. So an enum is basically a class, and it has... Let me think. An enum is a class, and it has a variety of... Let me think. A variety of options. So I guess this is enum... What do we want to call this? This would be easier if we called it something else other than enum. What are we? It's a category basically. It's a type. I don't think we can use enum properly like that. It would have to be. It almost is its own thing. How do we actually add one? Because like game properties. I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah, it's okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. There we go. All right, so how does this work? Oh, we don't do props to 3D. And do I really want to do all this though? I don't. It's got to be done. That's a collection property. I see. I see. Okay. So basically a category can, or I guess I said type, huh? So, but this is what we're looking at. It's a collection property and you just specify the type of objects it contains. Okay. So an enum, I don't really want to call it an enum. I wish I had a, do we want to call it like category and kind? What class and instance? Class type and class instance. Like, and what I'm thinking is like you have car, right, as an enum type, and a car can, different car types can be like sedan, hatchback, SUV, something like that. Truck. So car is a type, and sedan, hatchback, SUV, and truck are all kinds, or they're all, so I guess this is a category, and this is a class. Okay, we'll go with category. So the category has a name, and it also has its own children, I guess you could say, which is a collection property of its own. Which really just has a name. Okay, maybe just category and class. Okay, so children type T3D class underscore. Okay, so this should kind of do what I think we need to do. Value type, props, pointer property. Can we do a pointer property? We might be able to do a pointer property where we basically say what type we're looking for. So, I mean, do we even need a category? Or should we just have classes? So you have classes. I mean, ideally, I think I want you to like select from the drop down what category and then what class. Yeah. Okay, no idea if this is gonna work. to put this up here, maybe. Let's see. Category to reference, class to reference. Okay, let's see if this at least builds. I don't really think it will, but we can at least see if it works. We can actually. That does not work. It does not work. Let's see. Pointer property could not register. Value type category. Because this doesn't exist. Okay, so this might work. Let's see. We have to register these two classes. Because the category just has class in there. It's a collection of classes. And the category. That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. So I think we might be on... we might be cooking a little bit. Please let me cook. So now we want to go down here to registry, and we want to register T3D class category, and then do the same thing down here and unregister. Oh, actually, this won't work, yeah. We need to register them first. First class, then category, then game property item. Okay, that should work. Okay, it does. All right, so... yeah, enum's here. Okay, cool. All right, so now what we want to do. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to basically do this stuff, but with I mean, could we just mode? Can I say like category props? Ooh. Let me think. Oh, but you're not actually adding yeah, maybe this would be better just with something. Okay, object OT class. I probably should start splitting this out to its own thing, but for now this is fine. Tetra 3D class. All right, so these just point at things. This doesn't actually add anything. So add class really is a global process. It's for the entire scene. Yeah. Okay, so it's always going to be Let's not overcomplicate it now that I think about it. Let's just keep it simple and just allow you to add classes. No, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. Class, category. You know what? Let's just keep it simple. Okay, so global set. So maybe we could do like global get T3D game properties. Yeah, that might work. And then dot oh no. T3D class categories dot add. Okay. Something like that might work. Okay, and then let's see, how do we handle deletion? Index, yeah. Okay, so we'll just copy this and do this over here. This is seen now. Okay, so now we don't need a mode. Should be able to say global get T3D categories that remove sub that index. Okay. All right, so I think this should kind of get us there. We'll need reordering. Now that I'm doing it, I don't think this will take that much time now that I think about it. It seems relatively simple. Up or down the list. Okay. Index, move up. We don't need mode. Global get T3D categories __ dot move. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that should kind of get us there. Add, delete. Okay, reorder. I don't think we need anything else. Okay. To prop value category from prop value category. Okay. Yes. All right, so this might work. We might be good. Okay, no crashes, no issues yet. So we can say add a game property. We can set it to be a class, and then there we go. Okay, cool. Close. Let's change the music. Okay. So now what we want to do is, whoops, delete category, reorder category. So we need to register these controls. Okay, and then we need to unregister them too. All right. Yeah, so that actually might kind of be it. Let's see. What do we actually call this? This is here. Okay. Do we put it in the scene? Yes, okay. Add category. And that. And just copy this. Okay. It was something like that. All right, name, reorder, reorder. There we go. That's what I was missing. Let's delete. Can I just do that? Can I do that? Let's see. All right, let's see if this works. It might. Does not. It needs to be a string. Okay. Okay. None type is not iterable. T3D. None type is not iterable. It's right there. None type is not iterable. What does that mean? None type is not iterable. I mean, I know what it means. I'm just trying to figure out why it's saying that. Because it definitely should exist. T3D categories. Whoops. T3D categories definitely should exist. Okay, that does seem to exist. About global get. Let's see. Oh. These aren't the same. These aren't the same. Global set, T3D collections, global set. I guess they're not the same. Okay. So what if we do like that? That does work. Okay. Okay. That might work. Let's see. Okay. Oh, add global property. There's no mode. Okay. Options that mode. Yep. There is no mode for this. Also, we probably want a different box. Can I like add another like that? T category has a value type, if prop that value type. Oh yeah, we don't actually do that. This there's no actual thing. Yeah, we don't actually handle that. We just basically create the category. Okay. Not global get. How are we doing this before? What did I do? Right here. Yeah, this doesn't work because the first scene. The scenes are sort of that seems well. I guess that makes sense. Because yeah, if you delete the scene, well, how do I global get global set? works. Okay. Let's see. Reorder category. Yeah, that won't work. This won't work. How do I want to do this then? I'm trying to figure this out because I think in order for the data to be saved, it needs to be stored somewhere. Can I make it so that they all point to the same dictionary? All scenes point to the same data, and then we just modify that data there. Let's see. Something like this. Categories. Just like this. Let's see, this might work because then we could just say this is categories, and that might work because it's a pointer, right? Property deferred dot object has no attribute to add. Property deferred. Well, yeah, how do I actually Oh, I guess I could do it that way. Yeah, okay. We can just say be provide a props dot collection property. Does that actually work? Collection. Hold up. Does that? Am I insane? Is there a? Hold up. Let me. Use for simplicity. Can I do this? Because I'm not sure if you can, if this counts as changing, like when set. Yeah, there's no set or get for a collection property. Property group. Property group. Hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Hold up. There we go, back to it. So the issue is that basically I can't like I want to share there must be a way to do this. Blender API. Okay, I'm not sure. Whatever. Okay. On the stack to store these values. Okay, there's no real information about this. We can't do this. We can't do this. Setting a custom getter and setter for our categories. There's no way to like point this data, like the data has to live on the thing. Okay, maybe what I can do because it needs to be stored somehow. That's the problem. Man, this is a little tougher than I kind of anticipated on this part. Like I hadn't thought about this being an issue. Let's see. Do I just do it like that? That's not good though. That might be, whoops, that might be how we do it. I might... It's not ideal, but I can't think of a better way to do this, unfortunately. Yikes, that's not good though. This won't, I mean, this works, but how do we store it? That's the thing. How do we save this? Maybe we can just do it like this, and we don't even have to worry about it. Like, I think we will still have to do something to save it, but maybe we can, like, figure that out. Oh, really? It's not iterable. And why is that the case? Property deferred is not iterable. Why wasn't it dark mode before? And I didn't think about it. I was just like, that's fine, but now it's dark mode. Okay. Let's see, property deferred. Oops. That should use colon instead of equals. I don't think that'll fix it. Yeah, I don't think that's the problem here. I think there's something else going on. Okay, so what we'll do, categories is not defined. Maybe we can, I mean, I guess we could just, this could just be a map, basically, like a dictionary. And add just adds a category instance, which is just also a map. And then we could put all of the entire thing in the, yeah, that might work. Okay, I think I figured out something that might work. Maybe. So here's what we're gonna do. ID. I don't think we can do it like this though, dude. Does the pointer property have to point to a B pipe type? I mean, it must, right? To another RNA struct. Oops. has to point to an RNA struct. It has to be an RNA struct in order for us to be able to find it. So that won't work. So it needs to be like, so this needs to point to this. This needs to be like this. This could just be, because I don't think we can create one of these just willy-nilly. Can we? I don't think so. Yeah, or built-in function bool property. So it creates none when it runs. That won't work. Yeah, I don't know what we can do about this. Because we can't just create a category. We want you to be able to search through the categories that have been created, which means that we need a pointer property, which means that it has to be tied to something. Each scene can have one, but we want to have some sort of global system where they all kind of point to the same data. All right. All right. This isn't ideal, but I can't think of any other way to do this, so this is how we're gonna have to do it. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm understanding here. Okay, so instead we're gonna go with context.scene.this. But we'll sync the properties like this. That's so ugly though. Is there really no better way to do this? There has to be a better way. Well, I guess we could do it like, this is, again, this is cancerous, but maybe we could do it like this. Maybe we could do it like this. This might work. It's not going to be at all what we want to do, but I can't come up with any other alternative that would really work that well. It's just ugly, dude. This is an ugly, ugly thing that I've done. This won't work. Never mind. Because if you add a category and then you go to another scene, that if you add a category then create another scene, the category from the original won't be there. So we need to basically clone the categories at all times whenever you go anywhere else. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Just think. Oh man, too much Go, not enough Python. All right, something like that might work. So, all right, that not ideal in the slightest, but this might get us at least to a respectable place to die. When we alter this set equals set cat. Set cat. Set self dot angle value self. Okay, so it's self probably. So self dot. I guess that's fine. I suppose maybe that works. Game novice says, oh yo yo yo, oh yo yo yo. What did I miss? Nothing really. I'm struggling as usual. It's my default status is one of struggling. There's no please, there's no context. What I'm trying to do is make a system where you can basically make enums. So like, or categories, and then you can assign values to that category, or assign values, yeah, to that category. So for example, you can make a category for all the music, all the BGM in your game, and then like all the different tracks, and then you can go ahead and set the whatever scenes BGM to one of those tracks, just for simplicity. It's basically a tag. Now that I think about it, it's a tag system. Class, yeah, that's probably a tag would be better. You know what? No, let's leave it as category. But yeah, this won't work because there's no context. It would be in a category. It would be in here. It would be in. Can I go up? No context. SolarLune equals status default struggling. That is correct. That is exactly what's going on here. I'm lost in the sauce as per usual. Is there like a way to go up? Like parent or something? Keys, values. Is property hidden items. Struct name property. Is there any way to go up? Subtype tags. Isn't there a parent or something? Let's see. Contact access. Context window manager, context view layer. No. Transact class. Let's see. Can I like? Well, I guess I could do it that way. Now that I think about it, I can't do it that way. I mean, I guess I. Well, no, I don't think I can. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is super duper hacky. Super duper hacky. Okay. All right, so this will probably not work as what I would like either. Yeah, well, this is just how this is gonna have to work. Current. Okay. So this might work. We'll see. No, scene base. Let's see. Oh, I guess I could just pass the reference itself, couldn't I? Okay, so this is something that I wanted to add for a while, though. Brat. Is this not running? It should be. Okay. Maybe that'll work. Feels like this should work. Unless I'm mistaken on how this works. Why is this ever none? I'm close, dude. I'm super close. Why is this ever none? Oh, is it? Oh, I see. Do I have to do global currency? Like that? That might do it. Okay, so let's try this. All right, so it's not crashing. That's good. Okay. I'm close, dude. I'm so close. Let's not sync the categories. Press add. Okay, so that works. So why doesn't it work? Oh, that's why. Okay, so I think we're good. This is not it. Let's see. So, how does this work? What do I do? How does this work? Set equals. Well, how do I do a set? Let's see. Yeah, how does that work? Okay. So this. Category. Oh, this is right. All right, so something like this should kind of do it, I think. Alright, so that didn't work. Okay, great. Why did that happen multiple times? Turn blank sync categories. Oh, I see. That does make sense, I guess. Peanut name equals peanut. In that name, that. Do you have Lucas Ale says, what distro do you use? This is Fedora. This is Fedora. With GNOME? Yep. Yeah, this is GNOME, not Wayland. Or, I'm sorry, X11, not Wayland, and this is GNOME. Music Boy J Boy says, yo, hello. So that works. This does not. Oh yeah, of course this won't work. Hadn't thought of this. Cause wait, let me see something. When we do this, it switches to the other scene immediately. Okay. Are you currently making a game? Yes. Well, I'm working on this add-on for Blender that works with making a game. Yeah. It is an add-on for a 3D renderer that I made myself. Or that I'm making myself. And it works pretty well. The add-on and the renderer. I just need to actually like figure this kind of tough problem out. Well, maybe... That doesn't really solve it. Lucas says, cool, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I can't come up with anything. So here's what we're going to do. I just want to see if this works. Is this even feasible? Am I like... Is this doable? Oh, we have to actually. What's the game about? It is a game where you're stuck at a rest stop in the Midwest, and you spend like 20 minutes just walking around and talking to people and stuff. The game loops. So when you spend that time, 20 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever, the game resets, but the things you've done stay done. So if you opened a gate, the gate will be open. If you, solved a puzzle, the puzzle will be solved. But every time you play, the game resets. Every time you're finished, like a run in the game is like 15 minutes or so, and there's not really too many lose conditions or anything like that. You're just trying to walk around and talk to people. Okay, so how can I start making games? I'm a programmer, so I have the base. Oh, wait. Well, you can start, and I mean, really, it depends on what kind of games you would like to make. But there's a lot of different kinds of games you can make, and a lot of different ways to make them. So there's not really a wrong way to make a game, or you can use a variety of tools like Unity or Unreal. There's a lot of documentation for those out there. I use Ebitingen with Go. It's a great language and a great framework. But there's a lot of different tools you can use. To start, I would probably start with like making a simple game like Pong or something like that, or Tetris, in whatever language or whatever tool that you choose. If you're a programmer and you like programming, then you might want to go with a framework like Ebitingen or Monogame or Haxflixel or Haxpunk, if Haxpunk is still around, or Heaps with Hax. There's different like code only or mainly code tools out there, and then there's also engines like Godot or GameMaker if you prefer visual tools. There's advantages to either approach, so you can try them both and see how you like them. I don't think this is correct. I don't think this is gonna work. It did not work. I don't actually know how this is gonna work. Prop search. Prop. So wait, can I just value category? Not specified. Oh, okay. We could try just prop then. Whoops. If this works, then we'll keep trying with it, but otherwise I'm losing my steam. I can't select anything. That works. This works. Value category. Pointer property T3D category. Let me see. Oh, Music Boy J Boy says, I know this question isn't about the stream or what you're doing in the stream, but like, what are the pros and cons of Renoise? It is a tracker. That is a huge pro or con, depending on if you like trackers. They take time to get used to, and they're unusual compared to normal DAWs, but I like them. I like trackers. It's powerful. It's primarily sample based compared to something like Sunbox, which is primarily, well, I don't know about primarily, but it has a lot of synth capabilities. So if you want real-time synth stuff, that's Sunbox. You can do real-time synth stuff in Renoise, but that requires VSTs. There's no built-in synth capabilities in Renoise. Renoise is paid. It's like $70 or $80, I think. Sunbox is free. Other programs out there may be free or not. LMMS is a DAW that's like Fruity Loops Studio, that's free. Fruity Loops is not free, but it's very good. Reason is very good, not free. So there's a lot of different tools out there, and they do a lot of different things. Like, to say what are the pros and cons of Renoise is like, there's a lot to say about anything. So it's kind of hard to be like, what's the upsides of it? It's like, it's good at making music. I don't have $80. So then Sunbox, or like LMMS, or yeah, the demo tool, the demos of different DAWs that are out there. But yeah, it doesn't, you can make music with whatever. Okay, so this is not working. We can't actually select this from the drop down. I'm just thinking, hold on. Okay, well, vertex groups, prop search. Prop value category. Oh, I see. I see. So it's going to be the context, the scenes, properties, categories. Something like that might work. Why don't I pass context here? String object has no attribute seen. String object has no attribute seen. What does that mean? Oh. Index box prop context. Index box prop. Oh, context is after. Oops. Vaporwave says, I want to try Renoise, but I'd rather not buy. This is a demo, you can try it. Okay, well at least it's not working. We want to fill this out with. Options. I think it might actually be working. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's actually working. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, so it is working. It's not displaying the names of the properties. Let's see. Category, name. I'm close, dude. I'm close. Why isn't it displaying the name? Unique name used in the code and scripting. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. We're close, dude. We're so close. We're close, my man. We're close. Okay, a category reference. Prop search. Prop search. Prop search. My category. I'm so close, dude. I'm so close. So this works as you'd expect. This works. We can search for this, but when we click here, it doesn't actually set it. There's no... Oh. There's no issue. Do we have to manually set it? No, we shouldn't have to manually set it. It doesn't have to be manually set for anything else, do we? It works as you'd expect, but why is it categories blank? I'm so close, dude. String property. So close, man. I'm so close. So close. Isn't that set? Like, does it need to be a string? Maybe it needs to be a string. I don't think so, but we'll try it. Maybe that'll make a difference. I don't know. I didn't like that. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It doesn't point to it. Okay. I'm so close, dude. I'm so close. Okay, so you need like an index or something? Do they need just some kind of content? Register class. Let's see. I feel like I'm like dumb close, and I just don't get why this isn't working. The category doesn't need any other properties than just the name, which it already has. Well, I guess we could just... maybe. Especially the subclass of a registerable RNA type. Streaming property does not support registration. Of course it doesn't. Okay. So I'm so close. like this. in the darkest of times. I'm trying to figure this out, dude. I didn't think this would take 2 hours, bro. I was like, oh, this will take like a, you know, maybe an hour, maybe like 30 minutes or something. And it's just like, it's beating my booty. I'm getting destroyed and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, I wouldn't say I don't know what I'm doing wrong or that it's beating my booty now that I think about it. I'm very close. It's just, I'm not sure why it's not doing what I want it to do. All right, so this creates a property group which has an not inherit but an innate name, and that's what we're modifying here, or elsewhere rather. Well, I guess if we can't get it to work across scenes, then it doesn't really matter. So let me think about that. Let me take a break from getting it to work at all and think about how this is gonna work. So you go here, you create a property. You go here, the property doesn't exist. How can we get the properties to be there? It needs to be a pointer property, which means it needs to point to an RNA enabled class. Okay, so we could do like a sync outward. Versus inward kind of thing. So this is equal to current scene. If S is equal to current scene, okay, this is extremely scuffed, but let's see if it works. Writing to ID classes in this context is not allowed. Why not? Wait, can I do it like... Could I just make it a pointer? Yo, maybe that'll work. No, I don't think that'll work. I'm thinking I can make it a pointer property to a pre-existing, no. Type equals this. Type equals T3D category. Category to reference. I feel like I'm on, like I'm right there. I feel like I'm so close, but I just cannot figure out what the heck I'm missing, dude. Why doesn't this work? It must be that this just doesn't take what I think it does. This is one of those things where I'll probably figure it out after I'm done. But I think I have to be done. I think I'm done. I've been trying, just thinking for 2 hours, and I just cannot. I can't breach this. I need to walk around or think harder or something. I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. This is how every stream goes. I never have the energy to do the things I want to do, or to like. I'm never able to like create. This is why I don't really like streaming. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't really like doing it. I feel like I do it a lot. I don't do it a lot like recently, but I've done it a lot over the years, and it feels like not enough people show up, and I never am creative enough consistently to warrant a stream. It's like I have to have like, you know, things I want to do lined up, but things that are easy, because I don't think anyone wants to watch me struggle for 2 hours and end up not doing something like this. So it's like, I don't know. I don't really want to do streaming. I don't really want to do this. I feel like videos are easier, like devlog videos are easier because, you know, I can spend 8 hours on a problem and then, you know, make a video where it's like, I struggled with this and I figured it out, and that's it. I don't know. I'm done. Thank you very much for watching.